Might be doing something in the background.
Okay, well, we are live. This is episode 45, if I'm correct, 45 of the Irish podcast. This is the TitanFallPrincess, and welcome once again to the Irish podcast. But enough about me. Let's introduce the panel. I do apologize. There are some people running late. When they join, they just join. You know what I mean? So we're gonna start introducing ourselves. We'll start out with you, Frozen. Go ahead.
I'm glad to be here. Just I did 2 videos today, so make sure to go check them out. One of them was about the NPDs, Nintendo winning NPDs, and the other one was about the Nintendo Direct review, and also Hideki Kamiya throwing shots at Sony. So yeah, go check those out.
Okay. Go ahead, Craig.
Oh yeah, what's up, everybody? Craig Harris, the Messiah of the Xbox, is here. Just relax and just ready to talk some game.
Okay, Rambo.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. Just here, just here, ready to talk the games, and then actually trying to figure out like those NPD things. I'm kind of interested in what he's talking about. Some person throwing shots at Sony. I want to hear about that.
Okay, we'll be talking about NPDs. Okay, but before Corleone, I wish Corleone was here, but he's running late, I guess. But before we get into any topic tonight, first off, we gotta welcome Mr. Corleone back. He's fresh out of Twitter jail. He is out of Twitter jail now, so he's free. Congrats to Rambo for getting himself a PS2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I just want to get those out the way. Our first topic. Talk a little bit about the NPDs. Okay, so the Xbox ended up in second place for sales. Care less who sells what, because I'm not seeing any of that money. So for me, when people start, who and hollering about who has the most sales, why do you care? You're not getting any of that money. So it is what it is. So the so-called PlayStation gamers falling for the same trick over and over again. They need to relax, okay? Listening to these Xbox fanboys who just use sales to fuel their own console wars agendas. You know what I'm saying? Now, we even got Aaron Greenberg joining in the fun, celebrating a win over the PS4. Whatever helps you sleep at night, I guess. I don't know, but honestly, if I want to sum up the whole thing, to me, there's a lot of dumb shit going on from both sides. It's 2018, guys. Come on now. The so-called PlayStation gamers still falling for, crap gamers trolls or getting ass hurt about sales. And we all know the Xbox fanboys ready to show their asses after so many L's last year. Again, I could care less, okay? I don't get paid by any of these companies, okay? So I really don't care. So I want to open the floor now to anybody's thoughts on the NPDs. For me personally, I don't care, but I know people out there do care, so that's the only reason why I bring it up. But they need to not care. As long as you got your games to play and you're having fun, that's what your concerns should be. But we're going to open it up, and since Frozen had mentioned about the NPDs and Rambo wants to hear about it, let's let Frozen start off about what his thoughts are on the NPDs.
Yeah, I made a video. Make sure to check that out for the full thoughts. But basically, turns out they won December. Nintendo won. Well, apparently Nintendo didn't win because it's not an 8th generation console. That's one thing. They said it didn't win. So Nintendo apparently didn't even place because it's not in the same generation. I don't know where that's coming from. Sony had a strong November, so that's why it came in third place. I'm hearing all these excuses from everywhere. Nintendo's number 1, Xbox number 2, and PlayStation number 3. That's what it is. I don't think there's any more I can add. I don't know what Aaron Greenberg is. He's always saying something on Twitter. I kind of just ignore, and then when I see the stuff he says, I just laugh.
I don't know if what you said there about the PlayStation had a strong November, and which I don't know if that's considered would be considered an excuse or just fact as well, because PlayStation had the best November out of their entire company, the company's history. So I mean, to be able to match that or to even come close to it again would be pretty amazing.
Discounts, you know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah, but I mean the thing in November though is that the Xbox One S was at $189 the entire month, and you got free games with it. So
I don't know. I honestly don't know why Xbox didn't take it. To be honest with you, that's a mind-boggling thing to me. I'm still curious because it was cheaper, and they were giving you games with it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just don't think a lot of people want.
I even supported. I bought an Xbox. Like, I bought an Xbox in November. I'm part of that. You know, so
hell, November. I contributed like 3.
You contributed like to like 50%, like over 100% of the gaming community. Like, bought like everything.
But I mean, I think the NPDs that. See, I don't even know that because the NPD numbers haven't even came out. Like, it was just Aaron Greenberg saying this. If you go to like the guy that usually talks about the NPDs on Twitter, he says they're releasing the information for December and the end of year and the entire year of 2017 on January 18th. The only thing we've ever actually got was Aaron Greenberg saying that they had a great great December, and Porter Rock responding saying, I guess they came in second place or whatever. And he replied back saying that they beat PlayStation, but he never really mentioned the Switch. But like there was really no true information from.
Well, he did say only consoles in the 8th generation matter or something. Like, I don't know what he was trying to do there. Like,
can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear now.
All right, sorry.
Yeah, when it comes to like, first of all, I mean, the Switch isn't 8th generation, but I think that he was just trying to take a if he said that he was just trying to get a moral victory, because
we beat PlayStation, but we lost to Nintendo.
Yeah, everybody knows that. I mean, every month they've been comparing the Switch numbers up to Xbox One and PS4. So I mean, for him to say that is just basically him trying to like, oh, we got a moral victory. We at least beat the PlayStation. But did they though? Because is he talking about, did the Xbox One bring in more revenue, or did they actually sell more units? Because he never actually clarified which one was which. And so that's the reason why I'm gonna hold off on my NPD takes, and like for sure until January 18th when the actual information comes out to the public, and to where we can actually know. Because when it comes to Aaron Greenberg, like trusting anything that motherfucker says is like, I'd rather trust. I don't know, some known liar than I would trust Aaron Greenberg.
Facts.
He's a terrible person as far as an executive.
Facts.
He makes a good 4K taco. What I'll say real quick is that them bragging, and I said this on Twitter, and I'm just going to repeat what I said on Twitter. Them bragging about coming in second place is the equivalent of a man walking into a bar with a woman on his arm and sticking his chest out, not realizing everybody in that bar has been with that woman 6 ways from Sunday. I never thought we would visually see what the whole. There was a book that came out years ago called "Excuse Me While I Whip This Out," and it was about how giving all these kids trophies, even though they lose, just raising up a nation of wusses. Here, this grown ass man is allegedly, because I agree with Rambo to kind of hold off. Here, this grown ass man is on social media celebrating second place. I never thought we would ever see the day. His company that he works for, while successful, that product that they've pushed for 2017 did not win any month at all. If Nintendo did really win in as far as movie merchandise, they're bragging about being in second and third place. In 1 month, they came in 4th place. 3DO.
Well, aren't they talking about the they were talking about the PUBG sales the other day or something like that, right?
Yeah, they said I don't know why they said 3 million players, but somehow every time they say 3 million players, everybody runs up and goes, "It sold 3 million." Players.
It can't sell 3 million. The game's only $30.
Players do not contribute to sales.
Yeah, and it's a PC port. Where's your game?
Rambo, don't forget, a lot of those PUBGs are bundled with Xbox One X's.
Yeah, and I mean that's not, yeah. I mean I don't care about that, but I mean they gave away a shit ton of copies of it already.
Yeah, and congrats to Nintendo. Let me say that congrats to Nintendo because if they did win, and I'm saying if, I'm caveating that because I do agree with Rambo, the real numbers will be out in a few more days. But I mean, if you're going to sit up here and if these numbers are true and Nintendo did win, the Xbox did not win a month at all. And they're happy about coming in second place. And they're saying in the chat, I'm damage controlling. How do you damage control coming in second place?
Well, Craig, they're probably going to say they made the most money. That's probably what they're going to say.
Which is fine.
Because you're spending your console costs $500. Of course, they made the most money.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let's clarify that. They didn't make the most money because that $500 sales is not. They don't get any profit off that at all.
Yeah.
So they didn't make the money. They sold the amount, the total, the highest number of revenue, which just means that their console costs more than the other people's consoles.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that they actually sold more consoles because by the time you add it up, since theirs cost more, they could sold the equivalent amount of consoles. It's just that, they have total amount of dollar sales the same, but one person had to sell more because your product is much higher.
Yeah, I actually saw one during November, people celebrating the revenue being higher than like PlayStation, and I'm like, but that's not even money that Microsoft sees. Like Microsoft doesn't see it also. I mean, that's just makes no fucking sense. Like, when did we start caring about companies' revenue?
Well, when do we start caring about second place more than first?
But yeah.
That's why
I'm looking at these two people in the chat, and shout out to the people in the chat that are here. Appreciate you all being here. But you're literally saying that coming in second place is better. You came in second place.
Better than what? Better than better than third.
Better than third. Better than third.
Is that what you're saying? Better than third.
But when do you ever watch a race and then they go interview the second place person?
Yeah, I'm sure when Alabama beat Georgia, everybody just lined up to congratulate Georgia on coming in second place. Now, get the F out of here with your all stuff over there. Damn, I mean, look, bottom line is that, again, congrats to Nintendo. But Nintendo's been successful, and they've been winning every month, except I think November, like the past 4 or 5 months. But my whole thing is that at an executive level, he is literally parsing, Nintendo doesn't count because it's not an 8th gen console. Okay, well, that's a slap in your face. You got beat by a console not even in your generation.
Hey, Again, Craig, he's the only executive doing that. I don't see any other executives doing that.
Oh no, because he like I said, he's the most childish fucking one of them all.
Yeah, that's hilarious. You give them credit because what else are they going to talk about? We can't talk about the coalition game that they ain't going to get. Can't talk about that, can you, Aaron Greenberg? So it's just silliness. Again,
PUBG sales. They can talk about.
Which PUBG is a PC game ported to that console that is embarrassingly bad. People are driving around with guns in the car and no people. It's bad. So glad people are enjoying it, and hopefully everybody has had a good holiday. I have an Xbox X.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was gonna say, because I'm like, people in the chat kind of going a little off. Yo, Xbox win, I still win, motherfucker. I got an Xbox One, Xbox One.
You gotta understand though that people don't allow you to, even if you own one, to speak anything but positive about it.
That shit don't even work. Xbox on.
Well, I tell you, let me say something positive right now. It's still in the box. It's still in the box in the corner. So that box, when it sits somewhere, the floor around it is a little bit dirty. So it's keeping that spot clean. But when they come out with a game, like a physical game that only will play on that system, not on the other systems, I can't play on PC or on the PlayStation, I'll be the first one to unbox it again. But the last time I took my Xbox out, a PlayStation was in there. Go figure.
Well, I actually have unhooked my Xbox. Well, I'm unhooking my Xbox, and where my little area where my Xbox sat, my PlayStation 2 is actually going to take over.
Oh shit! Wow.
I see no point. It's just.
You gotta do it. if you don't have the games to play and you're not doing nothing for you, you got to switch it out with something else. You're a gamer, so you got a game. I mean, if you're like me, you have to get, that's what we do as a pastime, as a hobby. We game. So you have to replace it. Maybe one day you could put it back. Who knows?
Hey, if they
that's the reason I brought this up, because what Aaron Greenberg says, I know the actual numbers didn't come out, but that's why I also told Sony people to relax. You're listening to, once again, Xbox fanboys, and Aaron Greenberg's included. He's a fan fuckboy himself, okay? He's included in that. You're listening to them and getting upset about sales, and you don't even know what happened yet. And who cares? Because you know damn well PlayStation's doing better than Xbox right now. It is what it is when it comes to gaming. When it comes to gaming, it is.
Yeah, that's a very good point, Nancy. Yeah, you're right. It was that's the best way to look at it. You do have some people taking bait. I just laughed at it. I made my comment on Twitter. I called them a bunch of front row riders, and that's what they are. And I went back to play Elite Dangerous. Shout out to my sub Trey BK. Thanks for the donation. I got of course, I landed my ship finally on a planet, and I got stuck in the buggy trying to get out of the ship. Only I'm going to do that, and I was streaming. That's pretty. I just went back to playing games, but yeah, it's unfortunate for them that that's where they are. But you're right, you just shout out to J-Dub. He said, everybody just keep on playing, and he's right. Keep on playing your games. I agree with you. So, of course, like I said, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Your chat crazy. The niggas grimy. Say it to my face. Say it to my face. Calm down, Joe. It's 2000.
Say what to whose face? Yeah, exactly. Say what? Nobody's saying anything wrong. Ain't nobody talking directly to one person. If you're taking what we're saying personally, there's a problem.
Yeah, I am your messiah. Xbox people in the chat, I'm your messiah of Xbox. So you don't have to worry. Like I just said, my Xbox is in its box. It's keeping the floor clean, and I'm happy with it. It's not just a little bit more. And I will grant Miss Jackson and chat there. I will give you hit me up on Twitter. I will get you a little bit more t-shirt. One size fits all. One size fits all. A little bit more. And you'll be happy with it to keep you warm at night. So, and you'll think of your Messiah.
You guys are too much. Oh, Coolio, you missed it. You probably didn't hear it, or if you did, you weren't there. I told everybody, congrats to you, because you're back. You're out of Twitter jail. You're home now.
Amen.
Yes.
We did announce that in the beginning, that you're out. You're free.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Make sure y'all go to my Twitter and go follow that motherfucker. Do something with it. Can I say something?
Now he's out. He said, "Come over there."
Can I say something real quick?
No, go ahead.
I'm looking for a graphic designer to rebrand my channel. So if you know somebody, make sure you hit me in the DM.
I will definitely do that. Do you like the guy's art that did my? Have you seen my Twitter and YouTube?
Yeah.
If you like that art, I can hook you up with that artist.
Yeah, please do that.
All right, he actually used to work for EA and has drawn actual cartoons on TV.
I'm down. And do that right now if you can. Shit.
Yeah, I will do that.
I appreciate it.
Not a problem, man.
Okay. Anybody else have anything to add on those NPDs? If not, we'll just move on before people in the chat get crazy. I guess not. Okay. So the next thing we're going to talk about, there was a lot of good news for gaming this week, but I wanted to focus on what Nintendo is doing. Okay. The Nintendo Direct told us the Switch will be getting some games like Dark Souls Remastered and also some Wii U remasters. I'm going to be honest and say this is good news for the Switch. More stuff coming there. Okay. and it's only good news because the Wii U itself didn't sell much. Okay, now I already have these games that are being re-released on the Switch. I already have them. You know, I beat Donkey Kong and lots and pretty much all those games. But I am curious about how they're gonna look on the Switch because find that these were already good-looking games to begin with. What are your guys' thoughts on Nintendo Direct and what they're doing? You know, about this and them releasing these games remastered on the Switch. Who wants to go first?
Real quick, more games is good for everybody. So, and I'm excited. It's Donkey Kong, and now I guess for my birthday, I'm gonna try to get a.
Come on home, Craig.
So, so yeah, I don't have an issue with it. The more games people have access to, the better off it is. Again, I don't have an issue with it. I guess I have to get a Switch now. I got to play a little Donkey Kong.
Well, you heard what Frozen said. He said, "Come on home, come on home, come on home, Craig."
Yeah, I'll get it. It's now on the list. I got it marked for August 23rd. So, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and get one. So by then, the Xenoblade stuff will be out, I believe, or whatever it's called, and some other stuff should be out. So I'll be good. I should be able to get 7 to 10 games. So, I'm happy. That's good. Donkey Kong, like I said, I'm knocking somebody down. Just get out of my way. August 23rd. Everybody stay home.
I'll recommend you some good games, Craig. I'll recommend you some good games, man.
I appreciate it. Thanks. Yeah, I'm excited.
Craig, you really gonna knock somebody down to get your game?
He likes Donkey Kong, man. He's a fan.
I know. He said he's gonna knock everybody down.
Yeah, been playing that in the arcade since, well, I guess 84. I think I started playing at 45 maybe. So yeah, I'm excited about it and can't wait to play it.
Okay. Anybody else have any thoughts? What about
I would probably say.
William, go ahead.
I would probably just say that I still don't. I mean, besides Breath of the Wild and Mario Kart, I still haven't found anything that makes me want to buy the system yet. Those games I think are great because then it brings it to a whole different audience that maybe didn't touch it. Plus, it shows that Nintendo is down to fuck with the violence, you know what I'm saying, which is a good thing. So we get to see some blood, you know. But until I get that game that's just like, oh, I got to have it, you know, and I can't get it nowhere else, I don't think I'll ever buy a Switch. You know, so just off those 2 games. I need like maybe 2 more games or maybe just one game that's just blow me away.
You'll be there. I'm telling you, you're going to get one.
I hope.
You're going to get one, man.
When it comes to the Switch, I mean, I don't know. I have it. I never play it. It's like it became my second Xbox. Because it just sits. I don't know. Their games don't appeal to me. To me, they're more for children, and I just feel like that's where it belongs. It belongs in the hands of like an 11-year-old, not in the hands of a 41-year-old. Like I'm just tired of their IPs, tired of their thing. When it comes to anything else with them, I'm just, I don't know. It doesn't really surprise me that they're remastering basically every game that was on the Wii U because nobody bought the Wii U. So, but it just sucks that if whoever bought the games on the Wii U, they don't actually get to because they're not really being remastered. They're just being like taken from a disc, put to a cartridge. So I think that what kind of sucks for them is that you purchased the game on that other system and now you have to buy it again.
Yeah, but maybe some people didn't buy those games when they did get the Wii U, so now they can get it.
Well, yeah, I mean,
everybody. Now, I would have bought those. I bought those, most of those games, but everybody else might not have. So, I'm just saying, it may be that too. But yeah, those people who did buy it, it would suck for them to go rebuy it again. That I agree with. But for those people who didn't buy it, and those people who did not buy a Wii U, that did buy a Switch, it's good for them because now they got more games to play.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I agree with that. I mean, it's just going. The Wii U library is going to pad the Switch's library. It's basically. I mean, they're not. That's where like I think that's how they're going to overcome a lot of their drought times. Like waiting for another big hitter like the Super Mario and the Zelda to come back around, is they're just going to fill in the gaps with Wii U titles.
But for some people, that won't be bad because some people didn't buy the Wii U.
No, yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, I get it.
It didn't sell as well. So and a lot more people seem to have bought the Switch over the Wii U. So for them, it's going to be good.
I mean, yeah, I get it. But I mean, if you look at, I don't know. I feel it's kind of I don't know, feel wrong about it because I mean, like if you look at like what we said about the Xbox, whenever they were filling their gap with Xbox 360 games, why is it okay for the Switch to do it and the Xbox can't?
No, I don't think.
I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about it like in general to the people.
Well, no, I don't think they always did that. What happened was with the you got to realize Xbox is well. First of all, they're two different types of gaming systems. So I personally wouldn't even compare the two.
Xbox has more third-party support than Switch.
That too.
They get all the games like just handed to them, like regardless how they look. EA, Activision, they get all those games just like even whatever it is. If you compare it to PS4 or not, they still get those games, and Switch doesn't get a lot of those games. Well,
yeah, because the third-party partnerships have been worked on throughout the years to be able to get that, and they make systems that where the developers don't have to create workarounds to get the damn game to work on the system.
I don't know Xbox situation because their situation is that everybody's supporting backwards compatibility, so they're going to keep doing it. I think that's what they're doing. For the most, that's what I see. I don't know what y'all see. If that's why they keep doing it, I guess a lot of people like. I think what was it? Black Ops 2 that was on like the charts one day or something like that because everybody ran out and bought it. That's what the fan base wants. They want to play old games. So I don't have a problem with it. I think backwards compatibility is a good thing. But
I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing, especially for those who didn't buy it. But you got to realize if you're comparing the 360 to the Xbox One, okay, they both sold well, as where the Wii U didn't sell well compared to the Switch. So it's kind of different to port, to bring those over. It is kind of different. The system itself didn't sell well when this one did. So the 360 sold well, the Xbox One sold well. So for them to bring it over, that's why I'm saying it's kind of different in the way it's being done. I guess that's all I was trying to say.
A lot of the games, like let's say like the exclusives from Nintendo, a lot of them have like a long play rate. Like Zelda, I don't know how long Zelda is, but you can play that game forever. Like the way you can play that game, Xenoblade's pretty long. I hear like maybe about like 100-something hours. Most of the games on Xbox, they're not really long. Like the exclusives, I'm pretty sure they're not really long games. You can finish them pretty quick.
You can finish the campaigns quick, but you can play the multiplayer apparently for 3 years because they're still talking about it.
Oh well, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing over there.
Well, multiplayer is different though. Multiplayer,
I mean, that's what they bank on over there as the multiplayer side.
Yeah, that's why they're trying to put multiplayer, in almost all their games, because
I think if they own Telltale, they would be trying to put multiplayer in Telltale games.
They'll do some kind of co-op thing. I think they'll do something like that.
They would do something. I mean, like they figure out a way to put multiplayer in everything they do.
Yeah. They do. They definitely do. All right. Well, anybody else have anything to add to that?
I got something to add.
We'll keep moving. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I never played Tropical Freeze, and I had a Wii U. I don't know what happened. I just missed out on it. Definitely picking that up. A game people aren't talking about, The World Ends With You, a very highly critically acclaimed RPG on the DS. I'm definitely picking that up. No one seems to be talking about it. I'm definitely it's made by Square Enix. Mario Tennis. I'm interested. I played Mario Golf, and then I'm interested to see how Mario Tennis works. And Nancy, I'm not sure if you've seen it, but they have like a female SNK fighting game. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that one yet.
It's called SNK Heroines. It's a
Okay.
It's a new game. It's a tag team SNK game with all females.
Okay.
Yeah, it's made by SNK. It's new. I think it's on PS4 as well, but that's also a new game. They got indies, a lot of stuff coming, but it is a direct mini. They're calling it a mini. That's strange. So probably part 2 would probably be in March or February. All these games are early within this first couple months. That's all early. A lot of people seem to been blowing up their expectations. People wanted GTA and Red Dead, and like, you're not going to get that. People wanted Smash. You're going to see Smash probably at E3 or something like that. Like, their games coming out, you know, and most of them all have release dates. So Dark Souls 1, I never finished it, so I'm definitely going to be picking it up. Play it on the go.
I don't know. I mean,
and for some of those people complaining about the frame rate of being 30 frames per second, people have been playing Bloodborne for 30 frames per second and didn't say anything. So before you start coming at me with that argument, a lot of people were coming at me about the frame rate thing on Twitter.
I'm thinking more along the lines of the look of the game. It's probably going to look like.
I don't know. It doesn't bother me, so I'm cool.
But it was Bloodborne was never 30 frames. I mean, it was never 60 frames though, right?
No, but a lot of people, it wasn't even 30. It was 30, but it dropped a lot, and a lot of people were saying, "Why is it 30? It's on the Switch. It's 30 frames." But I'm like, Bloodborne's 30 frames. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but 2 different games though. Like Bloodborne and Dark Souls is 2 different games.
Well, essentially they're 2 different games, but they're basically the same. They're basically Souls games. You know what I mean? And most people that are calling out Dark Souls, their first game, their first Souls game was Bloodborne. So, you know, they didn't even play the original Demon Souls. It's just the hypocrisy. But yeah, I'm done. It was a good direct. I'm picking up probably every one of those games.
See, I think that people need to quit focusing on like the frames per second argument with the Switch. But wait, you were talking, okay, yeah. But it's the looks of the, I mean, because there's not going to be any comparison between the PS4 and the Xbox One version of Dark Souls Remastered compared to the.
Well, because I know they have Pro and X patches and stuff like that. There's going to be.
Are they all getting remasters?
It's on all consoles. It's going to be on everything.
Oh, okay.
Dark Souls 1 is getting remastered for everybody, and then we already have Dark Souls 2, if you want to call that a remaster.
They're actually, I'm not sure if you've seen it, Rambo. They're doing a collection, 1, 2, and 3.
They're only doing the collection in Japan.
Oh, you've seen it with the statues? It's like $450.
$500 US dollars, but that's only for Japan. That's an exclusive for Japan and PS4 only. Like not even for Switch or anything else, just for PS4.
Yeah, I saw that today. You're right.
I would buy that if I had money, like just because it looks so cool.
But like, I mean, wait, you see? I mean, it puzzles me to all in to hear somebody like say that they're going to buy something like say a Dark Souls on the Switch when they have an Xbox One or a PS4. Like,
I can take it with me wherever I want. That's why.
I guess, but I mean, like, I don't know, man. I like that just playing it.
Portable is my everyone thinks that's like the lamest excuse, but like I love it. You know, I just love being able to just take my games wherever I want. Like playing Dark Souls in the handheld, that's so cool.
Nah. Okay.
Everybody's different. Everybody loves what they love, and you know what? But that's the best part of gaming.
Yeah, I'm just picturing like Roblox with Dark Souls.
Hey, they did it with Doom, man. I didn't buy Doom.
Yeah, but Doom looked terrible.
Hey, man. So people.
That's the problem. Is I just couldn't like I think the hard part is like a 2017 console looks worse than like my 2007 console. And I think that's the problem that I have with the Switch is that sure their games look great, like Nintendo's games, but any of the ports that's coming over, I always just call them they get the Roblox mod, because it's like the little. Have you ever played Roblox? You know what the characters look like. That's what their games look like. The third party to me is it's out of Roblox, and so I I don't know. I find it hard to like justify buying a third-party game on the Switch, spending like just as much as I would on my PS4 or Xbox One game, and actually sometimes $10 more, and still coming out with like a complete lesser version. I'd rather have the better version of the game.
Okay. Well, like everybody's different. That's why we call it gaming. Everybody has their own opinion. The best thing is we don't bash anybody for what else.
I'm not judging him. I'm like he can do.
That's what I'm saying. We don't do that. That's what's good about the diversity we have here is that it's different, and we're all okay with it because we're all still gaming. So that's what matters.
Yeah.
That's what's important. Well, let's move on. I actually thought of something else that I want to talk about, but I'm going to do this one first. Like last week, I was looking at some tweets from Ed. You probably remember these tweets, Rembo. And you guys were discussing some of the fanboys on Twitter. I'm happy to say I have muted a lot of these people. Okay, I really have. And I'm not just talking about Xbox fanboys. I'm tired of people, sending me things like seeing Tim Dog's head on somebody else's body in a tweet. I'm tired of seeing shit about Crap Gamer. I don't even watch these people. You know what I'm saying? But I do agree with Rambo that these people are obsessed with people like Crap, Mooch, Tim, Dealer, and those type people. They act like they're they're forced to watch them or forced to always tell them that they're wrong about what they say. Now, I'll be dropping a video about this tomorrow, so, look for it, guys. But I want to know your thoughts on the people who are borderline stalkers and who just, bash people all day, like Crap and Tim, but they're stalking them. They're there all the time. What do you feel about these people on Twitter that are stalkers? What are your thoughts on these people that stalk, like they're like stalking people?
Some of people's biggest fan bases are their stalkers.
Yeah.
You can get the whole fan base. They'll start reporting your tweets, and then you'll be in Twitter jail, man. You got to watch out. They'll jump you and attack you.
Yeah. Well, now you got to be careful because, like, Corleone
your account, right, Rambo?
Yeah, Corleone got lucky with being put in Twitter jail because now, for the most part, Twitter is taking a stance that if you get reported, you get like taken out off Twitter completely.
It got longer because I had got banned before.
Yeah, so you got lucky though.
And then that second time, it was for that whole week.
Yeah, because I reported somebody and they lost their account. Like, I mean, it completely shut their account down.
It's got to be justified report, though, right?
No, it don't. Twitter don't even think to look at it.
Nah, because I sent that shit to Stephen A. And then, like, next thing you know, I went back on there. He probably was like, I'm tired of this shit. He probably was just banning everybody that tweeted him. Because
Twitter don't actually look at the reports. It just automatically, it's a thing that's automatically set up. If your report gets reported a certain number of times, you're kicked off the platform.
By the time you get in touch with somebody, you probably be out of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
When it comes to the stalkers like that, I just find it like them people are fucking weirdos. I mean, like, if your platform is so great, whether you're the damn PlayStation stalkers that stalk Tim's fucking Twitter, or you're the Xbox stalkers that stalk all the PlayStation guys, if your platform's so great, then why the hell you got to spend so much fucking time on Twitter worried about what another man does and says? Like, I don't know what Tim's saying or whatever. Tim's like bragging about a game like The Witcher being 4K. What does it matter if he's played it? Like, how does it hurt you? But I called the one guy out that was like bringing up Tim's completion percentage and all that shit. I'm like going, give me your PSN. And let me go back through your Twitter, and any game that you talked about, you best have that fucking thing completed. Because I don't know, I find it stupid. Like I know I complete games, but I don't sit there and go around judging everybody else's gamer score and their.
Did he complete the game though, Rambo? He didn't complete the game, did he?
Who?
The guy you were talking about?
Don't think I know that he plays as Gran Turismo. So I mean,
he ain't playing the game, man.
Them those dudes don't even be playing the game at all.
Yeah, he's just playing around with the game. That's basically the only thing he's doing is making an X-Tard paint job and driving it around, letting people beat him, so that way he can post it on Twitter.
That's even worse. That's corny, man.
Yeah, like this dude. He says I'm a gamer. I'm like, dude, if you were a gamer, you'd be spending more time fucking gaming than worry about what Tim's talking about. Like, I don't understand.
Oh, that's worse than Forza Horizon 3. When you win those events, you can name the track, and I named all the tracks I've beaten after PlayStation games. On a car around, letting it get. Look, I said my Xbox arcade. Man, people, man, they're crazy.
Like, I don't know. I just find them people weird as hell, and I think I got too much fucking time on their hands to be doing that, and I find that most people that do that shit don't really play games either. The one they're talking about don't play the games, and the ones doing the talking don't be playing the games either. So
the ones that do the talking,
I agree.
Facts.
Well, another thing I'll say about them is they act like people can't go back and look at the stuff they've said before. And it's like, okay, you just said a couple weeks ago, you said A, B, and C. Now you're saying E, F, and G. So and that's why I said just hypocrites. And you move on. I mean, I'm too busy gaming and having a good time, getting stuck on my ship.
Eating ribs and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all you can eat ribs, not just ribs. I told Michelle to keep them coming. Yeah, they went down good, but that's all they are. When you look at it, because everybody got caught up in the branches of the tree. They didn't look at the trunk. The trunk is that they don't have access to what others have, and for the most part, the Sony gamers have access to about 80% of the games on the Microsoft system, minus the Forza, the Halo, stuff like that. So they're never going to play Uncharted on their Xbox. They're never going to play Horizon Zero Dawn. They're never going to play Gran Turismo, MLB The Show. You go on and on and on. Spider-Man, Days Gone. They're never, ever on that system. So, and then even look at the people in the chat. Lashing out. This is the last throes of an angry person. They just lash out. That's all they're doing at this point is got no games. To lash out, don't you? So where they are as far as the fanboys. So because the real Xbox gamers are like Randall Thor, they're playing their game.
Oh yeah.
But as far as the fanboys, they're just lashing out. That's all they can do at this point. Because what else are you going to say? But the ones that are playing are playing. So.
I agree with all that. I agree. But see, I just had to bring this up because like Rambo had done this with and Undead was what they were saying and all that. And come on, it's a new year. Can you guys do something else? Can you game? Put it this way: can you not only do something else? Can you just game? You call yourself gamers. You like to talk about games, but I never.
Folks ain't gaming these days.
Say that again.
Folks ain't gaming these days. That's not the thing. That's not the motive.
Nah, man, Cody about Xbox.
Oh damn. Oh,
without a jump button, and it does not have a jump button, by the way. This is so that everybody knows.
Put like the good builds on there either.
Yeah.
I remember somebody. It was I don't know what they did. I don't know if it was. I think it was on Twitter or something. Ask somebody. Now, if you play games long enough and you say you're a gamer, how could you not know which button is a jump button? Whether you're on, no matter what system you're on, how do you know? How do you not know where the jump button is? Well, I gotta look up where the jump button is. How do you not know that? You don't know where to jump. You don't know which button is jump. A 5-year-old could tell you which button is jump. No, you ain't no gamer. You gotta look up the controls and find out what button is jump. Come on now. One other thing I did want to bring up, I was reading about a little bit before the podcast. Was and when Xbox people call somebody out in their own community, they're fucking up. Somebody was being, I don't know if you guys read about it, being very racist against Xbox people, being very racist. And now I saw a lot of Xbox people going at him. Did you guys hear about that?
You're talking about Thomas Barker, right?
I think that's who it was. Yeah.
Yeah. P. Reaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
That dude's he's he's lost. He's lost in the fucking head because I mean, like he's talking about marrying his Xbox and shit like that. He says it's a joke, but his wife actually fucking left him.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm in a group with that guy.
This motherfucker is like in his house and like he brags about like having his multiple Xboxes on all day long in 24 hours, and he would make sure that they are turned on. You know, like in the way he says it. This dude's lost in the head. Like he's gone.
I think he's just doing that for reaction. I don't think he's.
I honestly, his wife left him.
He has a mental. I think he might have a mental issue.
Yeah, I think so too. But I mean, his wife left him. If you actually have watched and seen him, any of his videos, or talked to him, I've actually talked with him several times, like in a DM on Facebook, and then a couple times in Discord. And this dude he says he's doing it for a reaction. Like he says he loves the reaction and it gets, whatever.
Well, if he's actually doing that, then he's not, because usually people don't say they're doing that.
Yeah, but like whenever you actually talk to this guy, like he is gone. Like he is not all there in his head. And he's the same guy who actually pissed on a PS4 and then sent the video to not only myself, but Yoshida and everybody else.
Wait, didn't he put saran wrap around it?
He puts saran wrap around it.
He's also dropping Nutella on his PS4 also.
Yeah.
He dropped the what?
Oh, I forgot about those videos. Yeah, I forgot about those ones. Yeah.
Drop on his PS4?
He put Nutella on a PS4. Nutella.
Oh. Yeah, but if you didn't like your PlayStation that much, I would like put it under my car and run it over. Like, why would you wrap in saran wrap? Like, that made no sense.
Well, he said that he spent $200. He said he spent the $200 to do this shit. Like, that's the reason why he did it. But he doesn't want to waste his money, so that he doesn't want to actually ruin it. I'm like, but you're dumb. Like, you make no sense.
So he just pissed on the floor. You have to clean it up.
Yeah, basically.
Well, it's like that movie straight out of college.
That's nasty to do that anyway, because you not only you pissed on yourself because I'm sure it splashed off there and got it all over yourself. So you nasty. You must be something wrong.
Well, I mean, like this is like I'm telling you, like his wife left him. Like there's a reason why I don't know the details of why, but like he was talking about how great they were inside like the group called Bang Bang on Facebook for a while, how great him and his wife were. Then all of a sudden, like he went full fanboy, like full on fanboy. And his wife left him shortly thereafter. Like, so I fully think that his wife just got fucking embarrassed of the fact of the way he behaves.
Well, Rambo, he's probably why they look at gaming as a disorder.
A disorder? Yeah, like he's
probably one of the guys. They must have seen a video of him somewhere in like health class, and they were like, "Man, this is why we don't."
I'm glad to see that they were actually calling him out.
Yeah. So was I. I was actually surprised to see it, but I was glad they did.
I'm just so used to first time I've seen somebody call somebody out for calling Japanese people Japs and shit like that.
I know, because they didn't do it to other people.
No, they didn't. But of course, they won't do it. They won't do it to the other person because the other person they want to continue staying friends with because they like that albino rhino.
But if you got to call out everybody when they're racist, so you can't just call out one person. I'm glad they did. Don't get me wrong. I'm very glad they did. But they need to call out everybody and stop with that. I want to be friends, like you said with the albino rhino.
Like what I'm saying is, like, it's real easy to call out somebody who has 300 subs, and like maybe 70 followers. It's real easy to call them out. But whenever you're friends with the person who has like 20,000 followers and 30,000 subs, and you're actually trying, on podcasts with them, you don't really call them out because they don't want to screw up that hand that feeds them, But the thing is, if you ain't calling out the person at the top, then like the person at the bottom, like you're doing it for show at that point.
Yeah, exactly. You're just trying to show off and say, "Oh, I'm different than everybody else." No, you're not. You're the same. Let me tell you something.
You ain't doing shit besides calling out the small fish.
I don't care how many subs you got.
Yeah, me neither.
If you did something that was, I'll do my videos. I've done it before, and I'll do them again. If necessary, I will do them. I don't care. You can have a million subs. I don't give a damn. You do something stupid, I'm gonna say something.
Yep.
Especially when it comes to that, I'm gonna say something. I don't really care. You can have, like I said, 1 million subs and 2 million followers. I don't give a goddamn.
But yeah, I mean, like
I never
like,
did.
Everybody calls like the Weapon Wheel podcast like the PlayStation podcast or whatever. So like you would figure like it like my along my lines, that would be the people that I would actually like, you know, try to be on that podcast as much as possible. But I've actually got everybody besides 2 people on that podcast to block me because I call them out on their bullshit. So like to me, like it doesn't matter who you are and what you can do for me. Like if you do some dumb shit, you're gonna get called out.
Yeah. But you got to call people out. I mean, it is what it is, and you got to do it in the correct manner as well. You know, don't be childish about it. Know your facts. Know what you're saying, and be straightforward with it.
And do it in good timing. Don't wait at the wrong moment to do it. You got to do it in like perfect timing as well.
Yes, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Okay, now those were all the subjects that I had. I'll think of some more, but the day got away from me. Does anybody have anything that's going on that they want to bring up, whether it be with them, you guys gaming, or some news that you heard, or something that's... Oh, there's one thing I did want to ask. I do have a question. I just saw a quick tweet from somebody, something about Xbox maybe redoing their
the Duke.
What are they doing? What do they call it? The
dashboard.
I was going to say trophy. They don't have trophy.
The achievements.
Their achievements. The achievements, and they said it was going to change the way people game. I only saw. I didn't get a chance to look it up. What's all that about? Does anybody know?
They're putting loot boxes in the achievements.
Loot boxes and achievements.
Yeah, pay for achievements.
No, you don't have to pay for achievements. What happens is if you achieve a certain thing or whatever, then you can get like open up a loot box and get shit for your avatar that nobody uses anymore.
I'd rather them give like some special in-game item or something.
I'd rather them give like what place. I think they're doing it to compete with like what PlayStation did, because I know when PlayStation opened up that opportunity to get money through Sony rewards through trophies. Somebody sent a message over to Phil, and Phil said they'll look into it because they think it's a really good idea. And I guess this is what they come up with. But I'd rather them give me money into the Microsoft Store than give me shit like for an avatar that I have no use for.
Give me Microsoft Cash or give me like half off on
something.
Yeah.
They should give like money.
They should.
Yeah.
No, that's a good thing. Put something in the store. If you're gaming there that much and your score is growing and growing and growing, then you know what? Like you guys are saying, like Demigod said too, give me half off on something in the store.
Yeah, like give you like discount coupons you can use like to take like a price off of a game in the store.
Yeah, but don't make it for specific games. Make it for any game in the store.
Anything you want in the store, like sort of kind of like what GameStop does, how you can get those coupons and you can get a percentage off. Like they should do something like that.
Or if you hit a certain gamer score limit, you get like a certain game free.
That's not bad either. That's a good idea too.
Yeah, I have a gaming one. What do you all think of Assassin's Creed Rogue remaster coming out in a few months?
I call that.
I'll buy it.
I knew they were going to do that.
I'll buy it.
Yeah, I called that. I called that as soon as they released Assassin's Creed Rogue on the last generation.
People didn't notice, but Rogue and Unity crossover. Those two games are they have a connected.
Rogue and Assassin's Creed 4, I thought.
No, Rogue and Black Flag crosses.
Yeah. Rogue and Black Flag.
No. Unity and Rogue crossover because I don't want to spoil it, but basically in the beginning of Unity is basically the end of Rogue in a way. You got to, for those of you that want to play Unity, even I don't know how it runs now, but they do connect.
And Black Flag also crosses over in Rogue too.
Yeah, that one also connects as well.
Yeah, so I knew that Black Flag and Rogue connected. I didn't know Unity connected with it as well.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
It has something to do with I don't want to spoil it, but
yeah, I haven't played Rogue yet, but I've played all the other ones.
Yeah, I actually like Rogue. It was basically kind of like Black Flag. It was weird how they didn't put it like on it was like the last one they released on the last gen consoles.
Yeah, I'm not even sure why Ubisoft did that. It made no sense.
Well, they released because Rogue got higher reviews than Unity. As I do remember that because people are like, well, they should have put Unity.
They came out the same time, right, Craig?
Unity was just the test run for like Syndicate and Origins.
Yeah, same day. It's yeah, but I like that Origins. Once I figured out you couldn't play it like the old Assassin's Creed, especially in combat. You actually had to stalk your prey, hope they got alone, cause a distraction, then go kill. Once you figure that out, that's that game rolls. And I love that giant pyramid going in there and seeing all that stuff. That was pretty cool too.
Okay, anybody have anything else that they want to bring up or add or talk about?
I got some Dragon Ball Fighters beta is this weekend. You can download it now on the PS4.
Mog will not be.
If anybody has any extra codes, throw one my way because I'm getting the physical copy. I don't really mess with digital, but if anybody has a code, throw me one. It would be greatly appreciated.
Throw me one too.
Yeah, but
hey, throw everybody one. We're giving you the gaming news. Throw everybody one.
Yeah.
Speaking of Dragon Ball Fighters,
and the open beta is for everyone is on Sunday. But the early access one for pre-orders digital is on Saturday.
Yeah, it's tonight at midnight.
Okay.
Speaking of Dragon Ball Fighters, Mog will not be tomorrow because we will be having an open lobby stream between me, Persona, and Official. We'll be streaming that damn near all day.
What?
Dragon Ball Fighters.
I'm getting in on that.
Nice.
It's the Mog open lobby.
I want that smoke.
Oh,
I'll get in there. If y'all do it Sunday, man, I'll probably see if I can get in there.
We're playing all weekend.
Yeah. Okay. Y'all gonna be playing tonight though, right? Y'all can pre-order it. Yeah. Download that Final Fantasy 2. I can't pronounce the first. What is it? Dissidia. There you go. Dissidia. Download that. It's open.
Oh no, man, that joint looking kind of.
I watched my cousin play it and he had fun, so I was like,
it's a cool game. There's a lot coming. I gotta pass, man.
I try to go through and see what character I want to pick.
Corleone, you can't even say names anymore. You in jail for so long? What the hell? You just got out of jail and you can't even pronounce names. What happened to you?
I just downloaded this shit like 5 minutes ago. Like I just downloaded it. I didn't know what the name of it was.
That Twitter jail kicked your ass, didn't it?
Nah, I just seen my cousin playing and I was like, oh, I'm gonna download this. He was streaming. Shout out to my cousin too. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just messing with you.
One more thing. Amazon's having a sale on SD cards. You can get a 32 gigabyte Samsung for $12, and you can get a 128 for $40. So if you want a micro SD card, they're on sale. Amazon.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no. Best Buy. Retract that. Best Buy.
What y'all playing then? Besides the games that y'all name, what other games y'all playing?
I got that. I just finished Horizons DLC. I started landing on planets today and got stuck inside the ship with the buggy. So
Xenoblade.
Everybody was laughing. Yeah, everybody was laughing at my stream. It was frustrating. There's no directions. People are like, "Oh no, you have to do this. You have to do that." I'm like, well, okay, well, how did you find this out? Just trial and error. They said. So I'm gonna get back on it tonight, about an hour, just to kind of see. But it's cool landing on those planets. That is different. They opened that up pretty cool. So yeah.
Hey, Rambo, I got a question. What games did you and what games are you looking forward to getting on your PlayStation 2 that you just got?
Well, I got Ratchet and Clank. Because the main reason I bought my PlayStation 2 is because I'm buying recording equipment to take like games that have been from the PlayStation 2 and remaster to the PS4. So I can do a side by side video of what the original looked like and to the remaster, right next to the remaster.
Okay.
And I'm buying a PS1 as well to do that. So that way people can get a better idea of what they're actually buying with their money on the PlayStation 4. But I bought Ratchet and Clank.
Okay.
And then I'm going to buy some God of Wars, of course, and then Crazy Taxi. But of course, that one came out on PS1, so I'm not sure if I want the PS2 version or the PS1 version of that one.
You gotta get
Okay.
that. You gotta get that. Final Fantasy, man.
Facts.
I've never played a Final Fantasy game in my life.
Oh,
You gotta get. I'm telling you, Jared. Well,
I bought 15 because people said that I would like that one for a first one, but
it kind of catered more to a bigger audience with that game.
Yeah.
I hated it.
Final 15. That's the best game of the year. That's 2017 game of the year for me.
I'm not a real big turn-based fan.
No, that one's action. You can play that.
Yeah,
one.
no, that's the reason. Yeah, that's the reason why they
it.
told me that one, because I'm not a real big turn-based fan. I usually get bored of the game real quick. South Park is the one that doesn't get me bored, or doesn't get me bored. And I haven't tried Persona yet. I bought Persona to see about that one, but
it's very long.
Yeah, no, but everybody actually says that the story in Persona is so good and intriguing that it keeps you.
It takes a while to get going. It takes a while to get. It's a good game. I just don't like people saying it's the best ever. That's one thing I don't like. But it's a good game. It's a good game. If you like mystery, like murder mystery, like suspense type of stuff, you probably like it.
Yeah. Yeah, but I thought about buying some old Final Fantasies for the PS2, and seeing how they work.
The PS2.
Do what?
You got at GameStop, the PS2?
Oh no, I got it at this place right in the corner for me called VR Gaming. Just an old shop that they have. They're actually I'm going back up there because I'm gonna get a original NES, an original PlayStation 1, and then the original NES with the guns, all in the box.
Wow.
They actually have the original boxes for all those in mint condition too. So.
Yeah, there's a place that's about from where I am now. It was closer to where I used to live. Probably about, without traffic and hitting all the lights, I'd say about 40 minutes. That a lot of old stuff in their place. Some of it's in original boxes and some of it's not.
Yeah.
Stuff that's not is still in mint condition. I mean, you can get all the old consoles. And they even have the cartridges and everything for them.
Yeah, this is where it's the same store where my wife got my Atari that she picked up that one day.
They have all that stuff over there. Yeah.
Yeah, they actually have a Dreamcast in the box too up there. So I thought about getting the Dreamcast as well because I figured that box might be worth some money later.
They actually have people. I went in there one time and they had people in there. It was like a little like gaming group, like a club, and they have like stations set up in the back where you could try certain things.
Oh yeah, that would actually be pretty cool.
Yeah, they have they have the TV set up, and they have I guess if you want to try out the console or whatever, or try out a game or something, they let you use it. I think I didn't go there that often. Especially since I moved, but I think they also have where some of the people come in there and do like little competitions or something, just like a little club or something. Mm-hmm. But those people, I had to get away from them. They were weird. These were some weird people. No, you walked in, they were, I don't know. I mean, put it this way, they're worse than the geek you saw. Okay. They were just some weird ass people that were hanging out and just, sitting there and then they look at you and they stare and they like walk up on you. And I'm like, oh, I got to get the hell out of here. I found out what day they go and I left. I said, I got to get the hell out of here. Anybody else want to bring up anything else?
Just finished The Last of Us for the first time.
Oh, wow. How'd you like it?
It was cool. AI was a little clunky to me, though.
Hey, what's up, Brimstone? He in chat.
Did you play it on what's it called? Did you play it on I cannot even think of the damn hardest difficulty. Grounded, or did you play it on just normal?
I just played it on normal. It was my first time. I'm trying to get into the story, not get dwindled.
What did you think about the story, though?
Yeah, what did you think about the story? Because
the story was fire.
Because I think that whenever you play it on Grounded, it'll fix your AI problem. It'll just make your life a living hell, but I mean, at least you'll have better AI.
Yeah, I actually liked Troy Baker's performance in it. It was actually really good. Joe was straight savage.
I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. Like, okay, let me tell y'all a true fact. I wouldn't even know. I didn't even know who the fuck Troy Baker was when The Last of Us came out. I swear to God, I wasn't even in tune. I wasn't even in tune, dog. I was just playing the games. Dog. I had started learning around the time when the remaster came out. Like when I bought the remaster version, because I had it on PS3, but I couldn't play it and shit. Them clickers was fucking with me, and I couldn't get into it. I was like, yo, I can't get into this shit. And it was like when I played it remastered, somebody laughed hard as hell. That made me laugh. But when I played it on the remastered version, that's what made it, you know, it blew me away. It's one of the best video games I ever played. And man, brother shed tears, man, when he was playing that game, man. I shed tears. Corleone shed tears.
I don't know about shedding tears, but it was a good story. I ain't gonna shed no tears.
I think you played it, you know what I'm saying, at a time like I think like you playing it now. That's not the best looking game and shit.
You know, you got a little misty eye.
No.
I think like I'm looking at like at the time when I played it, that was still like one of the best looking games. There's a lot of games that look way better than Last of Us now.
Man, that first, the only thing that really made me sad was the very beginning.
Yeah, that was
with Sarah, like that, because I have kids that around that exact same age as Sarah, and like, man, that brought tears to my eyes and out my eyes, man. Like that shit was.
No, like okay,
I put it down for a couple of days after that. After that scene, I put it down for a couple of days. I was like, if it's gonna start out like that shit, I can't play it. But I didn't realize it was still good to play. But yeah.
But when that black dude with his brother, what was it, his brother, right?
That scene.
That fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? Then he killed himself. I was like, oh shit. And if you ain't played this shit by now, you deserve it to be spoiled. If you in the chat,
I think it was that scene, and then the scene where you're in the hospital and you finally get Ellie and you start running. Those two, like that, grabbed me the most.
Yeah.
That shit had me, Joe. That shit had me. You had to go back because at first he didn't give a fuck about it. And then, like, hey, when you played it, did that dude help you when he was before he was gonna try to eat you and shit? Did that motherfucker help you?
Yeah.
I swear to God, man, I got that shit on tape on my Twitch channel. You go to my Twitch right now. That motherfucker would not help me. He would not help me for shit.
What did you do? You must have done something,
I had to run around that motherfucker and just kept getting the motherfucking arrows and shit, because every time I killed the motherfucker and shit, then I would get the arrow back and shit, and then just keep running around. And then the big blobber motherfucker come. I'm throwing shit at that motherfucker. This motherfucker got one bullet. Pow, pow. You ever saw Harlem Nights? You know what I'm saying? Eddie Murphy and shit. He like, pow, pow, pow. Then dude like, pow. He like, what is you doing? Stop shooting that little shit. Don't shoot that little motherfucker no more. It's like that, Joe. I'm telling you, I got it on my channel. Not on Twitch, on my YouTube channel. It's like in 480p and shit, because I was just learning that shit. But I swear to God, that motherfucker was like, "Pam." I'm like, dude, ain't helping me for shit. It's entitled, dude, ain't helping me.
Those scenes that all you guys named were the hardest scenes for me. And then I was like, okay, I got to stop for a minute, because this shit getting to me now. You know, it was very good. Very good.
I'm kind of scared of Last of Us 2, because I have a feeling Naughty Dog's gonna make grown men fucking just like weep like crazy in that one. And I think that like we're gonna find out Joel's dead, and that was like a memory, and that scares me, because I mean, Naughty Dog is like really good about like bringing the emotions out in the fucking game.
Yeah, they make you care about the character.
I think for that game to go on and be, you know, have longevity, it's gotta have that type of shit in it.
Oh yeah, I mean that's why I'm glad to hear that Sony Santa Monica has taken the Naughty Dog approach to the God of War franchise. I think it's going to set up God of War perfectly.
Man, we just sitting around waiting for that date. Boy.
Yeah, I'm just waiting. I got it pre-ordered and ready. But I hope they come out with a collector's edition so I can actually buy that too.
Hey guys, we got a guest that kind of showed up a little late, but he here. We got Brimstone in the house.
Hey,
what's up, Brimstone?
What's up?
Pretty good. I just wanted to add on to that the whole thing with Last of Us. The first time I think I mean, it's pretty much the same story, really. But I've never like got emotional in a video game before, like never in my entire life. Not once have I ever been emotional. And when I fired up that fucking game for the first time, yo, like I was like a little girl, man. I'm not gonna lie. I was like a fucking female, dude. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was never, no, because seriously though, like the way they did that scene was fucking heart wrenching, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like that shit was ridiculous. They did such a good job on animating the emotion and setting the scene that it would hit you like you're watching a movie or something, you know? Like,
yeah, I always felt like I was playing a movie and shit. Like I wasn't.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the shit that hit me, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, why am I tearing up in this shit? This is just a game.
No, but you know why? No, why though? Because shit like this happens in real life.
Yeah, but not
in that way.
Yeah,
I mean, not with clickers, but it happens in real life. There was just a thing on I was watching on one of the areas where a cop was real pissed off, and people were coming at him. He said, and I gotta go. I'm going to the scene right now where a child was sitting on her father's lap in a drive-by, and she got shot, and the kid got shot and died.
Yeah. In
her father's arms, and that's pretty fun. So it's not with clickers, but stuff does happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Are you talking about the news footage where they're like, there was protesters there and they were like fucking shouting at him and shit, and then he explained the whole situation and he cried. He was crying. He said, now he was crying. He said, listen, I know we do bad. He said, I've had to fire cops. I had to do everything. Okay. Yep. Nobody's perfect. He said, but I got to get over there. We can't let these people out there with guns just doing all this shit in the street. And he said, now I got to go to where I got to speak to a child's. Yep.
Hello?
We hear you, Corleone. What's going on?
None. Well,
Twitter chilling. You don't even know what he's doing no more.
It sounds like somebody.
Mentality. No, but go ahead, Brimstone. Finish what you were saying.
Oh no, that's all. That's really what I wanted to add on. Like I think if there's one thing that Naughty Dog's done right in most of their games, and I would say Last of Us being the best example. Is setting the stage for an emotional response.
They make you care. Not saying they make you, but they write the story so that you can connect to the characters on a base level. Gorilla almost had that with Aloy, but I connected with her, but a lot of people did not. They were just kind of going through playing the game, but it was Gorilla's first time trying it. But the Last of Us, what made it stand out, in my opinion, very quickly, I know we're about to go, is it would have been very easy to have that little girl running around with you and just have her kind of being able to do the same stuff. The fact that there were physical things you had to do to get her to help you out and move this around and put shit's hair for her, and she couldn't run as fast, jump as high. All that was in that game. And it was a really good game. Looking forward to the second one, and hopefully they can bring it. It looks like they're going to after that Paris Gaming Week thing.
Yeah,
they're gonna bring it.
I want to ask you guys because I heard it earlier, and it's off the topic of gaming, but it has to do with people that we relate to, people that are in our gaming community. What do you think? Don't get political, but of Donald Trump saying that people from Jamaica, Haiti, Africa, and certain other places are they're shitholes, and these shithole people should be coming here to America.
Oh boy.
Well, but I have a question about that. Did he actually say that?
Well, first of all,
yes, he did.
Well, no, wait. The only person who's actually came out and said that he said it was a Democratic person, but that hates Donald Trump.
No, there was other people who said it. No, there's other people.
It's all
Tyreek. Well, the reason why the reason why I question it.
Can I say something before y'all even begin this, Joe?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, I'm about to check out, Joe, because I ain't for talking all that shit about that. I don't want to talk that shit.
You don't have to make
that out. You know
one quick question.
Yeah, but I don't want to talk that shit. I'm gonna keep it gaming and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because my views be mad different, and I ain't trying to discuss them on this platform with y'all.
Yeah, that's
I want to do it on another platform. I do that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, let y'all later. I feel you. Fuck that dude, though. You know what I'm saying? Fuck 45. That's how I feel. And
all right, well, just hang around for a minute. Listen, you don't have to say anything. Just hang around. Let's just finish this, and then we'll go outros. All right? You don't have to say nothing.
Later. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Wow, he just left. That
was fast. He's like, no, this ain't happening at all. Yeah.
I
don't blame him. I don't blame him.
You don't have to, but you don't have to contribute. Nobody has to contribute. I was just wanted to hear people's thoughts.
I just look at
the end of the podcast. It was the end of the podcast. I just want to hear people's thoughts. Right. I wanted him to still do his outro. Just take around for the outro.
I look at the stories. I look at the stories about Donald Trump the same way I look at the stories that came out about Obama from the Republican side. Whenever they try to like make him look bad, is that if it wasn't recorded, if you don't actually have full on proof that the person said it or did it, then I ain't believing you. Because like if you are a Republican or like the Democratic leader, and then or if you have a Democrat with a Republican leader, and you already know there's bad blood between them two. You come out with a story that would be like me trying to or Crap Gamer trying to make shit up about Sony. We already know he hates Sony. Just because he says it happened doesn't mean it happened. And I give everybody the benefit of the doubt unless if you can provide the proof. Other than that, then I'm not just believing you just because you said he said it.
No, there wasn't just one person. I was even.
It was all Democratic.
They said people in his cabinet that got upset because he said that.
Right, but if you look at all the people that actually said it, like
everybody in his cabinet is not. They're not Democrats though. They're Republicans.
What I'm saying though is you're reading a website article. The article has turned a thing where like a meeting that was with Republicans and Democrats, where Democrats came out and said, he said this, and turned that into they wrote it in a way where it says his cabinet. Well, I have yet to see anybody other than a Democratic senator say he said it. Now, if I can find somebody else that like more people besides,
I got somebody for you. Lindsey Graham, Republican, South Carolina.
He said what?
Said it. Said he had words with Trump after the meeting. So, and nobody has denied that he said it, except So
yeah, he's denied it.
If he did,
he denies everything.
Yeah, if he
denies everything.
Said it's disappointing, but like I said, it is what it is, and like I said, they're moving for censure on him, and that's the prelude to the next step. So have to wait and see what happens. But if he said it, it's unfortunate. And
I don't think it's so much as like what they're turning it into is like if he did say it, I don't think he's is in a racist way. Because first of all, saying the country's a shithole isn't racist. I mean, if it's a
he said the people that coming from there are shitholes.
He said
also wait. He also said that we need to bring people from other places that are more intelligent. He pretty much called these people stupid. Come on now.
I thought that
and he only named certain areas. He only named certain areas.
He named Norway. I mean, I know two people from Norway. They're not very smart. I mean, they're beautiful country, great lifestyle in Norway. I mean, it is a beautiful country, but it's not. They are not. But I mean, like I said, if he said it, it's unfortunate. They're moving to censure him, and which is the first step to the next step. So. Because that is a big step when they get the votes to say, and that could happen. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. So it's unfortunate.
I'll just say it like this. I don't believe any publication, especially when it comes to the news, especially if the news has something against any of the candidates. And like Rambo, they were trying to fucking bury Obama, and I remember fucking doing the same for him. Like I remember half the articles that came out about Obama, and people would be like, "Oh my God, he was supporting ISIS." But if you were to actually go back and watch the entire video where he said a very old evil, he was condemning them. He wasn't supporting them. So, like, you know, I know how politics works, and I know how people twist things and take things out of context and make something sound 10 times worse. So I'm not going to believe it until I see video or a recording of this man's voice saying that shit. And you know what? If he did say it, I can't support that shit either. That's some fucked up shit to say about a group of people. Now, is it racist?
Yes, of course.
I don't know. I mean,
well, all right. You know, you don't want to believe that, but Obama had to show his birth certificate. You brought up Obama. He had to show his birth certificate and his tax returns. But this faggoty ass motherfucker won't show his tax returns. Okay, and he's a millionaire. Wait a minute, he's a millionaire. He's a millionaire, and every so many years he declares corporate bankruptcy, so he puts small businesses out of business. He doesn't pay his bills.
Okay, let me ask you something. When it comes to the fact that like what he does on his taxes. Let me tell you, like what he does on his taxes is perfectly legal, and like just like he said,
why didn't he show him then? Why didn't he show him then? Everybody else, yes, he does. Every other president had to show him.
No. Wait a minute.
Oh yes.
Just a second. He is not required to show them.
Yes, every other president was.
Okay, they weren't required.
No, they weren't required. They were doing it because people wanted them to. There's a difference between required by law versus people. And
they were not ever. Nobody was ever required by law to show their taxes. They did.
They had nothing to hide. He has something to hide.
Or it's just like
he's under. Remember, he is under audit.
Yeah, he's under audit.
They are audited. Also, the tax returns that he does have. That's part of the investigation that the FBI has. All that stuff is going to be part of the case against him because of they've got him pretty much on money laundering. So, but we're just going to have to wait and see. But that's why they haven't, again, and he's under investigation, and people just need to let the investigation play out. But there's been people pleading guilty and they're cooperating. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. It's all going to come to fruition by March. So we'll know something by March.
Something needs to happen because I mean he even got in trouble and had to pay these people back for that Donald Trump school, whatever he had, which was false.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that school's bullshit.
I mean, what I'm saying is you can see the illegal shit he's doing. How has he not been impeached already? No offense, and I'm not trying to be crude. But Bill Clinton.
But it's the same. Wait.
Bill Clinton got impeached for his dick being sucked. Okay, by one person because he had a problem.
Hey,
finished.
He never actually got kicked out of office.
Yeah.
He was
no, he didn't. No, we didn't. He finished his term off. He actually shook hands with George Bush whenever he took over his office on inauguration day. He never got kicked out of his office. Richard Nixon is the only president that's ever been kicked out of office.
Yeah, the last he got impeached, and I don't know. Like I said, just wait for this investigation to wrap up because there's a lot of stuff. When that guy, I don't know, was it Secretary of Defense or somebody, Mike Flynn, that dude pled guilty, and he knows a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but he also said that there was no collusion or whatever. But
we'll find out.
Yo, can we just agree? Can we just agree to one thing at least? That even when Obama when Obama was investigated, a lot of the same shit flinging by both parties was taking place, and the only people that actually knew the truth were those who actually went out and looked it up for themselves. The same thing's going to happen in this situation. You know what I mean? That's why I don't trust these sites, and I don't trust any dickhead on national television. Like I can't stand these motherfuckers because they don't care about the truth. And Denzel Washington said
so that's why I don't listen to the news like that. Because the news is just about bullshit. They're just trying to get and you know who runs the media. We know who runs the media. Okay, and it's bullshit. I don't agree with anything that's done on the media. Okay, but I do look up other stuff. And I have looked up other stuff. Even through the whole campaign, I was looking up my own facts. I was not going to certain sites where people were, like newscasters and other people posting their own shit. No, I was actually looking up.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you asked how he was able to be there. I was like, it would have been no different than like if we had elected Hillary Clinton. She was actually like the biggest crook running. She wasn't even qualified to run. But
and even things with her. But you know what's funny is even things with her. Like I was looking up shit that people people were saying some weird crude shit about her, and there wasn't a single email relating to that shit.
Yeah, but there was proof on the part that she actually accepted. I mean, they during this actual investigation on Trump, they've actually uncovered a lot of shit on Hillary Clinton.
Right. No, I'm talking about the added shit that like the Conservative Tribune and the right.
I would never take Breitbart seriously.
Yeah, Breitbart was like saying that she was trying to kill a bunch of people, and so I went and looked that shit up, and I'm like, what the fuck are these idiots talking about? Like, what? This is why I hate this whole left.
The one thing about Hillary Clinton is anybody who comes out and speaks out on the Clintons publicly that can do it can actually like hurt them financially ends up mysteriously dead.
Well, look at the internal investigation that their daughter did. Their daughter like, put
10 people that came out against the Clintons and they all wound up dead.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Look at what her daughter set up an investigation on her, and then that mysteriously vanished. Like,
yep.
Like nobody knows.
Like the one guy, I forgot what his name was, but he was found dead, and they ruled it a suicide with like a shotgun, like a bullet to the back of the head. And sorry, but like I've never realized that anybody shot themselves in the back of the head whenever they.
You're like, I feel like killing myself the hard way today. You know,
you're gonna do it hard.
Well, he could have been. Maybe he didn't want to. Wait. Maybe he didn't want to see the gun, so he triggered it on. Or he mounted it up somewhere, and he had a string and pulled it because he didn't want to see it in his face.
He went the long way around about it.
Yeah, he went the
like I said, he's under investigation, and even if it's not collusion, there's a very good chance they got him on money laundering.
I don't know where the money laundering part you're talking about coming from because I haven't heard anything about money laundering.
Well, again, this is all. It will all. Like I said, we'll just have to wait and see. I find it interesting that Donald Trump went to Russia for the beauty contest, and then all of a sudden. Some money started rolling in on him, but we'll just have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see. It could be a coincidence.
You know, it'd be funny. Hey,
I guess wait. I guess this is another coincidence. How about one of the higher up Russians buying his mansion or something, his extra home in Florida?
Well, we'll see.
That's on videotape.
Yeah, ultimately, I don't think they'll ever prove collusion because that is hard to prove. Can they prove money laundering?
Craig, the best we can hope for, dude, is what the Saudi prince did to Hillary Clinton on Twitter, dude. Where he was like, "I want my money back."
Yeah. Well, I mean, they did the same. Hell, they did the same thing to Karl Rove in 2012 when Obama got reelected. And they wanted their money back. Yeah, there's an investigation. I'm waiting. It'll play out. It will play out. The obstruction charge is him firing Comey. That's obstruction right there.
But
now, will they be able to connect the dots? We'll have to wait and see. But there's an FBI investigation. Let's just.
I didn't mean to make this crazy. I was just asking one question. God damn, you guys are on the 10. Woo!
Well, again, there's an investigation.
We can do this forever. But the only reason why I brought it up is because it affects us individually only because we live in this country.
Yeah.
Okay? We live in this country. And we're gamer buddies, we're podcast buddies. We do this. And if anything happens, that could ruin, if somebody gets into an office that fucks shit up, it could ruin it for everybody, people listening, people have children, grandkids, all that. I mean, it could ruin a lot for this country. And we were built on better premises. And the worst thing is now you always had to do it, but it's getting worse as time goes by. Vote for the worst of the evil. That's what you got to do, because all politicians have something up their sleeve. Ain't none of them that don't.
Right.
I don't care who you are. They all got an agenda of their own, okay?
Oh, yeah.
And they all lie to an extent. But you got to pick the lesser of the two evils. But it's getting worse as I, when I started voting, it was all right. I know I had to vote for the lesser two evils. A couple years later, it's like now I got to vote for even the worser of the evils, and I'm like, What the hell?
Yeah.
Well, it's never that part's never going to change, Nancy, because of one reason. The Supreme Court allowed corporate money, into politics, and as long as corporations can continue funneling money into the politicians, it's never going to, like, we're just always going to be like voting on the lesser evil.
Well, I know that was always going to happen, but usually the lesser the evil wasn't so bad. It's gotten to the point now that they are. It's
well,
like
now I mean,
that's fucking kooky, isn't it?
No, but you go like this. You look at the candidates. You go, I gotta vote for one of these motherfuckers.
From what I hear, there's a good chance that Donald Trump winning is now going to turn the run for presidency into like a reality TV show.
Oh hell!
Because because of the fact that like Oprah's talking about running.
Oh no! I heard that. But she came out and said no.
She came out and said no.
No, she never said yes. People literally said after her speech, which was, I thought it was a nice speech, was that the people on social media, Instagram, Facebook, said #draft Oprah 2020. That's it. She never
that's what I'm saying. Has she ever came out and said that she's not interested?
Her friend did a comment. Her friend did it. What's her best friend's name? Oh, I forget her name.
Gail.
Gail. Gail turned around and did a comment that Oprah never said that she was running for presidency.
I know that. Okay. The thing is, though, is that I know she's not ever said it, but neither did Trump until people kept on saying Trump for 2016, Trump for 2016, Trump for 2016.
Wait. No.
And then he finally came out and said that he was going to run.
He announced his candidacy back in 2011. You know that, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying before he announced it, it was people telling him to run. Like people were coming out saying, putting out kind of like what they did with Oprah.
Yeah.
Well, again, what happened with Oprah was they talked to Stedman. Stedman thought the question was, do you think Oprah would run for president? That's what he thought they asked him. And he said something like, well, if she put her mind to it, of course she could do it and win. That's it. It was this offshoot.
Okay, well, I'm hoping the presidency doesn't turn into like who's the more popular celebrity.
Yeah, that'd be fucking stupid.
Because at that point,
that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. If he got in, who else is going to get in?
At that point, I'm taking my family, and we're gonna take our chances with Justin Trudeau.
Yeah,
even though I
take the ball and go home.
Yeah, I feel like Justin
fuck
Trudeau.
That shit. We're moving on. I'm moving to Ireland. Fuck that. I already know. I got a backup country just in case, man.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want our presidency to turn into like a who's more popular.
No, because you know what? Our countries are laughing at us right now.
But we're laughing
at Trump in there.
Yeah, but we're laughing at other countries just the same because, like, you're talking about Sweden. They've allowed so many fucking.
You got somebody.
Like,
go ahead.
They've allowed so many immigrants into their country that they have no rules on immigration into their country. That they've actually said that it's actually like don't worry about going down in their police department. It's just too dangerous. That's a no-go zone. You go ahead, but then they turn around and fake the actual thing. They actually almost arrested a person there that was actually raped. They almost arrested her because she actually came out and said it was an immigrant that raped her. Jeez. Like we're laughing at other countries just the same as they're laughing at us. I mean, it's always been that way. It's always going to be that way. We're the laughing stock. They're the laughing stock. Everybody loves to hate us.
No, but they're laughing. But they weren't laughing at us.
At Obama?
You got to go?
Yeah, I got to go.
Did you say they weren't laughing at us with Obama?
God, thanks for coming.
Before you guys go, subscribe to Demigod Reviews. You know.
Yeah, Demigod Reviews.
Show some love to the channel. Yeah, I'm out.
You got it.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for coming. But what I'm saying is that we weren't as bad. You know how many people have sent me stuff? People that I know from overseas through gaming have sent me stuff and saying, people are laughing. Everybody picks on every country. We know that already. But they're even picking worse because how the hell can you vote in Donald Trump? Of all people.
Well, again, he constitutionally, he got in. It's not that big a deal. His problem he has had from jump is that, and again, this is his problem. He's got this, and Bush had this problem, is that he did not win the popular vote. So
no, he didn't.
Even though he is the president electorally, it's hard to govern a nation when more people vote for the other guy.
I'm glad we have the electoral college.
Bush. Yeah, that's just.
I see, but I don't believe in that. If we as voters are supposed to vote in electoral, it should be the count of votes who voted for somebody.
Okay, but you do realize that
who it is.
Wait, you do realize if they did that, if that's the way they did voting, then that means that the only people who would actually be voting in a president would be New York and Los Angeles.
Yeah,
no, everybody.
No. Wait a minute. Everybody, there was actually
everybody else in the country is not going to vote. You saying?
Listen to me. No, listen to me. The difference between the Hillary vote and the Trump vote was all the amount of voters in just Los Angeles alone. Like if you took those people out of Los Angeles, the voters out of Los Angeles, Trump would have won. Is what I'm saying. The 2 point some odd million. They haven't. There's enough people in Los Angeles.
No, he would not.
Yes, he would. Beyond
it's popular vote. Popular vote means
listen to
actual
me.
people have.
Yes,
no, wait
listen to me. Wait, listen to me, please.
Popular vote means the actual people who actually voted.
Yes, listen to me.
To do.
Listen to me.
But you got this electoral system because there's more people in certain areas. No, that's bullshit.
No, the electoral thing actually keeps it. The electoral thing keeps it fair.
No, it doesn't keep it fair.
Yes, it does.
Then my vote doesn't count.
Listen to you.
Lord
okay, no.
Mercy.
Every vote, like I would get Gary, I would go along with you that every vote don't count. Like if I say if I'm a Democrat or a Republican.
Okay, then why should people vote? Because it doesn't matter.
What I'm
if
saying,
one area gets
yes, but I guarantee you that if they went to popular vote, no matter where you lived, and if you did not live in California or New York, your vote doesn't matter for shit. You would never get a Republican. You would never get a Republican in office at all.
The only president in the history when they had electoral and popular vote that won both.
Yeah,
he won electoral and he won. He won popular vote.
There was more than just him that won both popular and electoral.
Name one.
Bush second term, he won both. Obama won both.
I don't remember him winning both. I don't remember him winning both.
Who, Obama?
Yeah, what I'm saying though is when it comes to the popular vote, the reason why it's so dangerous and the reason why it works so well, like in states, like why is it?
Wait, I'm going to ask you a question. Why is it dangerous?
Okay, because just like I said, there's enough people in the city of Los Angeles and the city of New York City to actually outweigh the rest of America.
To where the higher electoral votes are.
No, they're not. So like in California, yes, but that's it.
California does, New York does too. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. You got to win New York. You got to win California. You got to win Florida. No. So you can't say that.
Wait. Yes, but listen to me. Wait. You're using electoral. You're using the electoral, but I'm saying if you use the popular, that just means every person's vote counts. So if you actually just use the popular. And if you do that, like if every single person in the city of Los Angeles and every single person that can vote in the city of New York City can actually, if they all go out and vote, say if they all voted for, like, say, Hillary, and the rest of the entire United States voted for Trump, Hillary would have won just from those two cities alone. That's the reason why they do the electoral college.
No. If the whole no. I don't agree with that.
Let's put it this way: the amount of votes that they took from the entire middle part of America, we're talking not the coastlines, the entire middle part of America doesn't even outweigh the amount of votes coming out of Los Angeles. We're not talking the coastlines, we're talking the middle America, like Oklahoma, Texas. Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, all this.
I get what you're saying, Rambo, but the point is that what you're telling the people is that your vote still does not count. We're still going to do electoral votes.
Yes,
your vote does not count.
The electoral vote is the way we've been doing it because it's the most fair way to do it.
How is it? Oh, I don't think it's fair.
Yeah, and what you got to understand is that California, New York, congressional and Senate seats because they do have more people. With that said, it's what Rambo's saying is that the Electoral College is the way it is. You have to look at you have two basic parties. At this point, there are way more registered Democrats than Republicans. So if you popular voted, the Democrats will win every election. If you popular voted, what Trump's issue has been since day one, forget about everything that he said, allegedly said, is that more people voted for his opponent. So what a lot of people thought is that he would come down the middle and just say, okay, I understand that, but he is trying to run the country for a minority through the Electoral College, which constitutionally he's right, because you can do that constitutionally. But there's going to be tremendous blowback, and he doesn't care because he's only going to be there at the bare minimum, because neither party's got term limits. So he, at the bare minimum, even if he wins re-election, he's only there for another 6 years or 7 years. So, and his other people are going to be there, trying to be there for, umpteen years. My senator, Mitch McConnell, he's been there, 26 years? He's a multi-millionaire.
Yeah, we've got to get them term limits on the senators.
Yeah, and that's in neither party.
That I do. That I will agree with. We do need when it comes to the Senate seats. Some of those people, after so many years, so many terms, if you're going to do it for presidency, you got to do it for other, like for the Senate, for the House of Congress, for other places. You got to do that because you got to get new blood. You got to get new blood in this country.
The money. So the money, if it's term limited, the money won't be as excessive. Number two, all they have to do is they have to report everything out. Neither party does that. So, so the first party that comes out with term limits and says we're going to disclose everything over 1,000 and over, we're going to disclose it, openly, blah blah blah. Then that party will have a advantage against whoever. That's all they got to do. Hopefully they do it. We'll have to wait and see.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's end it on that note. Okay. We're going to end it. I'll ask one goddamn question. You see, chat, what they did to me, right?
But you should know from watching Mine and Brimstone's after, like the cast afterwards, what that was going to do, man. Like, you brought in.
I know I should know better. I've been on your podcast. I know. I should know better.
Yeah, and again, look, I understand what everybody's saying, and I majored in political science, but it doesn't matter if it could have been the opposite. Clinton could have won, but since she didn't win the popular vote, she would not be able to govern. You can't govern for a minority of people. Realistically, Trump is sitting, doesn't matter if it's Trump, he's sitting at 35%. So 65% of the country is going to be bitching about it. Doesn't matter. So it wasn't so the 35% are going to be happy with him. And they don't represent the majority. They are a minority trying to govern the majority.
Yeah. So the majority got to get shit in their life because of the minority.
Well, that's in the majority at this point. In a few more months, has the ability to go and have a wave election, get the House back, impeach him in the House, and then throw him out of office in the Senate. That's it. They only need, in order to do that, they need 28 seats in the House. Mm-hmm. And right now 34 are leaning towards the Democrats, and in the Senate they have to hold like 8 seats and pick up 4, which it looks like it's going to break that way. So there's a very good chance this guy won't be there too much longer. That's what I just tell people.
But Craig, I got something to say. That depends on one thing, real quick. That depends on one thing. Since if he is laundering money, he got extra money to pay these people off to keep them there.
I just gotta say one thing. If they impeach Trump, y'all ain't seen shit yet.
Oh, yes, we have.
No, I'm serious. Like, wait till Mike Pence starts running shit.
Oh God,
I know. Yeah. We know already.
Yeah,
that guy's fucking
talk about gay conversion camps.
Oh my god.
Oh shit! No, you didn't say that.
He believes in that.
No, he believes in that. He really believes in that.
I know.
Yeah, the electric shock. Yeah, that electric shock therapy will cure gay. So, yeah, you just wait till they impeach Trump. See how much fun that's gonna be.
Oh, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if they're really bitching about it, that's what they can do. They can organize themselves to get those seats, get him out. And at that point, if you have a Democratic House, a Democratic Senate, you could have Bozo the Clown up there. They won't be able to do anything until the next election. So, but I don't think it'll come to that. I really don't think it's going to come to that. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens with this real tall molar guy. He's like 6'8". If anything. So and it'll all come to fruition. So, you know.
Yeah, but then if that happens, we'll have to listen. If he does what if Pence does what Rambo says, if that does happen, we'll have to do the same thing for him too. We have to get him out of there too, and then God knows who's going to be in there. I don't know. You know what?
The only problem is that him not liking gays and stuff isn't going to be against any impeachable offense. So that's the downside, is that
I know
he's more of a straight and narrow type guy. Pence is, but he has some very very, 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 very conservative.
All I gotta say is look at Ohio, and I won't say anything else after that.
Guys, I got a question. What about next election I run? You guys vote for me.
There you go. File the paperwork.
Let's do this. I want to see your tax returns, Nancy.
I want to.
Oh, you can. I'll give them to you. I don't care. I ain't gonna hide nothing.
I want to run so that way I can figure out if I have any more kids out there.
Should I show you my birth certificate too? Let's end it on that note. We've been going on for a while here. Let's end on that note. All right, let's do our outros. Okay. We'll start out with Frozen. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Check out my couple videos. I dropped 2 of them today. Shout out to all the losers in the chat that were trying to call me out. That didn't make any sense what they were saying. I wasn't trying to block you guys. It wasn't me. It was the other guys in there doing that. So, yeah, man, have a great weekend.
I don't know who's blocking who. No, ain't nobody on this podcast.
Somebody wanted to address me, and then he got blocked, and then I don't even want to get into it. It was when y'all were talking to political stuff. There was a lot going on in the chat. So
I didn't pay attention to that.
I was like, it's over now. It's over.
It's all good.
All right, go ahead, Rambo.
Well, I mean, if y'all want to, I'm sure that now that Nancy decided to go ahead and bring up President Trump, I'm sure we're going to carry it over to our 9 o'clock podcast here in about 10 minutes. So if you want to go over there and figure that out, the game talk. Other than that, hit me up on Rambo's Corner. I'll be there. So on Twitter.
And watch his debates with everybody, because he's up there debating with everybody.
Oh yeah.
If he thinks they're wrong, he's going to debate them. Trust me.
Yep.
Okay. Then we got Brimstone. Go ahead.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Brimstone's Gaming. Another member of the Game Talk podcast happening in the next 10 minutes or so. Come by, check us out. We talk everything from video games, politics, religion, sex, drugs, rock and roll, you name it.
And last but not least, we got Craig Harris.
What's happening, guys? Again, thanks for having me, and thanks for joining us, guys. And again, congratulations to Nintendo on a successful launch of that Nintendo Switch. 1 terabyte. I think they ended up doing very well. And so shout out to everybody that early adopted and got rewarded. And thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Okay. And last but not least, you got me, the Titanfall Princess. And please check everybody's channel out. Okay. And hit that like button on the way out. And sorry about the political talk, but I had to bring that up. Okay. Hit that like button. And you know why you're going to hit that like button? Because y'all know you love me. Later, everybody. And thank you for coming. We appreciate you.